Yes. Hello everybody. It's me again, Mr. Finks. So another year has passed, meaning another 1,000 hours gone from my life looking at pixels. This year wasn't as big and crazy as last year, which I made a video about, but then my laptop wanted to off itself, so I lost the project. But we still got some great games that came out. So the only reasonable thing to do is put it all in a top 5 list. Hello and welcome to the Watch Mojo channel. Let's see who's up, starting with...
What is that? Is he speaking italics? It's Italian. This motherfucker been eating strong bowling.
The Switch didn't have a big year full of bangers like the previous year, but this one I was hyped for ever since I saw that magical direct. Oh shoot, that's actually kind of crazy to see. This too, I guess. This game is pretty much like any other Mario Party I played, but finally with more than 4 freaking boards and more things to do. I could never usually get 4 people to play this like Mr. Vanoss here, so I have to play the mini games or play by myself at this party. Now, I don't always have to play the stupid board game anymore, and I can actually move on to fun things like Rhythm Kitchen, which shows I have no rhythm whatsoever. The one where you can shoot Bowser 700 times and still lose. Running around a board collecting coins and crying because you moved 300 steps back. These two that are just the worst, to be honest. The minigames are so much fun, and I'm kind of a sucker for motion controls. What can I say? Okay, no, not this one. The boards for the actual party, though, are actually a lot more fun than usual and chaotic, which makes every play a fresh experience, even though I want to stab somebody. Overall, though, it's a good package and more worth the money than the last few Mario parties I've been at. Ew, what is this, a cart? Ew, this party sucks. I'm out of here. I give Mario Party Jambalaya a really good. Alrighty, here's number 5. What, Josh? You dum-dum, you already did 5. Ah, yes, you got one clever eyeball. But did you see the title? It says top 5 games of 2024. So that means the best and the worst / disappointing. Mainly disappointing. You get what I'm spitting? Alright, let's just get into it. What was number 5?
Hold the fuck up, my boy, or my girl, because I can't see no dill or no puss, so I don't know.
Now look, there was a lot I could put here that was actually pretty stinky. Foam Stars was a PlayStation attempt at Splatoon, but with no soul.
Ready for the Foam Star party?
Did you know Life is Strange came back with Max from the original? And I didn't. Snow Day actually had some funny jokes behind a really bad game. So I was stumped for a while. Then there was a game I played that reminded me of the famous Batman Arkham series that was real sloppy. Yeah, you're right. Return to Arkham. Until Dawn is a really good game, and the only thing holding it back was those janky animations and the weird frame issues it had on the PS4. Now, I replayed this game recently on the PS5, and the frame rate is not an issue anymore. It's at 60 frames per second, thank goodness. I thought I had to buy a PS5 Pro to get it to work. But for some reason, PlayStation announced a remake for $60. PlayStation, you're not Nintendo, stop it. Typically this is supposed to be a remake, but the game still uses the same janky animations I just pointed out. Plus, seeing these animations still with the dazzling new lights and the 4K skin pores, it kind of takes me out of the experience a little bit. Unfortunately though, the changes I actually see are really minor compared to the original, and couldn't really tell unless you had one of those fancy comparison videos. But the changes that you can actually see are actually a negative, and they stand out real bad. They use a more dynamic camera, especially while walking around, but it doesn't really work though in the context of this game. Sure, it looks pretty, but the whole point of the old camera being locked was because it felt like someone was actually watching you at all times, and changing it doesn't really do anything different with that change. The sound design is also weird and takes away the cool music and replaces it with Nathan Drake. What in the world? Everything about this game is worse, and the differences you do see are not enough to justify $60 freaking. I already had to take a big fat pill for Last of Us Part 1. I ain't gonna do another one, especially since the other pill is there for $20. I give this remake of Until Dawn a meh.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
So, There was a lot of Marvel content recently. Like, we got one movie and I think some shows and oh god. But we did get a revival of a beloved fighting franchise. And I was very, very close to putting this on the list until December came around.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Yeah, this game's a blast. I played Overwatch for the past few years, but I could never get into it like all you two-mads out there. Now, don't get me wrong. All the heroes are pretty satisfying and fun to use. Getting a saxophone kill is crazy, but something about it never sticked with me. I had no interest in playing Overwatch that much. Marvel Rivals, though, is a different story. I remember we all made fun of it because it was exactly an Overwatch clone and there was no doubt about it, but I could play as the Hulk though, come on. This game finally came out and oh boy, now I have to eat a cactus because what was I thinking? This game's art style alone is so fantastic and stylish. The way the characters look and match up with these animations make it just look so raw. The gameplay is the same as Overwatch, but the difference is that everyone is fun, and that is achieved because pretty much everyone is broken, making killing people actually really fun. The community is fantastic because everyone is just here to have fun and not take it so seriously. Like, too mad. The community also shows new things about the character and you say, hey, wait a minute, I didn't know that, which makes you want to try that character and actually have fun with it. This is a fun multiplayer game and I think it's the best of the year, so I give it a really good.
Yeah, E minor, all right, yeah.
I always think about this when it comes to Star Wars, and that is, I think the Jedi are really boring in the movies and shows, but the Outlaws, now those are the cool guys. But in electronical video games, I love playing a Jedi or a Sith, but never an Outlaw because that sounds boring. It's right behind me, isn't it? So starting this game up is very interesting because I, go through the first level and I noticed something crazy. My textures were popping in right in front of me. I thought this was the game's fault or something, so I changed all the settings to low, and no, it's still doing it. I went online and I noticed that no one is having this problem, and I couldn't figure out why. I finally came to this video and he told me I had to go into a config file to actually change a setting. I could not access the file because I'm not administrated to do so. So I had to look up how to be administrated on my own Windows PC, and they just keep saying, oh, push the little button and it's blocked for me. So I can't figure out how to unblock it. So I look up how to get it not to be so grayed out, and no one has no idea what I'm talking about because all I needed to do was push the gray boxes that I cannot push. So yeah, I didn't get too far in this game. So let's see what this guy says.
It is a little something for everyone.
I hope you bulletproof for this about to hurt.
Alright, this spot was a tricky one because it was between Buckshot Roulette and Balytro. But since everyone and their mamas are playing Balytro on their iPads, I gotta talk about Buckshot. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just a little wacky in this way, but I'm fascinated with the game Russian Roulette like Squid Game is. But this game, it actually gives you a shotgun, ooh, and some beers. Ooh, doggy, we're in business now. This is a simple game where you can pretty much see how far you can go and how much money you can win with the Monster Mash looking guy here, using every tool as smartly as possible to get this high score. It's really fun and it's exciting to see if you're going to shoot yourself or the man of the hour. One of the best things about this game is the amazing art style and the graphics. They recently added multiplayer with lobby search, so the multiplayer is just as fun as the main game. We just need game chat, please. So I give Buckshot Roulette a good game.
Yarg, I've played these games before. I've played these games before.
So this game, I put a total of let me see, Oh yeah, 1 hour. So I'm a well-trained professional in this field. When I heard that Ubisoft was gonna make a full pirate game with the Assassin's Creed Black Flag ship combat thing, my ears perked up. And I thought, oh, I can't wait to play this game. It's definitely gonna be better than that stupid Sea of Thieves over there. I was wrong. This game was delayed like 30 times and I forgot about it. Then they finally showed another trailer, but at this time, I've already played so many games that I honestly didn't really care about this game anymore. But hey, that's what we got. That's the whole game. You ride in a pirate ship, you make it the best ship ever, and that's it. The thing that makes Black Flag so good is, you know, the pirate things you got to do. Did you ever meet this guy? What was his name? Davy Jones or something? You did so many cool things as an actual pirate. You were able to jump across the boat and shoot people and, you know, have fun doing it. You got to upgrade your ship to fight stronger foes to see more islands. This game, though, has about none of that. I never feel motivated to do anything, and none of these bozos are going to do it. This game is so boring, and nothing feels good to shoot at, and it feels like I'm always going to the grocery store, and I have to stand behind a grandma who has 100 things in her cart going through self-checkout, and they have to keep telling her that she needs to have 15 items to be there, and she keeps saying, "What?" This gets a bad. Jeez, I hope there's a light at the end of this tunnel. Oh shoot.
It's Joe Biden's fault, 100%. The council voted Wukong, it won, and then it's
Astrobot's Playroom was a cute and fun 3 hours of gameplay while I waited for that Spider-Man game to download on my PS5. After that, I went back to play it again to get a full 100% and get that ever so delicious platinum trophy that I'm pretty sure tastes like tape. I got it and I let it fade away from my brain / Brian. I don't know why I wrote that in the script. But then boom! What the heck? A full game? Close to my birthday. When I saw that trailer for the first time, it actually made sense to me. The demo was really fun and the platforming controls were actually pretty flawless, but it always felt like there was something holding it back from its true potential, like how short it is and how gimmicky the gimmicks feel. Please, sir, I don't want to control the frog again. So, did they do that? Did they reach their full potential with this full game? No. Sorry. I hated this game, actually. I wanted the monkey game to win. Of course it did, bozo. Obviously they did it, because why would it win all these crazy awards, especially the Goober Award? The controls were so great, but mixed with fantastic and explorable levels and crazy mechanics. That's not the dumb frog. Finding all your favorite robots, like how did they get Gex in here? What the? This game just gives you a pure vibe of happiness. And you can never get mad at something that gives you happiness. Oof, yeah, put that in my veins. Physics going crazy over here, like what the heck, and my controller feels it too. Fun boss fights and actually challenging levels that, you know, makes me want to tear my hair out sometimes. I'm just so happy that this game won. I give Astrobot an S+ max. And thank you, game, for making me so happy. Wait, where are you going? No, come back. Nah!
So that's it. What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
Fuck! Jeez, where do I even start with this game? Oh, wait, hold on. I got it. This game makes me want to be in a Suicide Squad and the first one to shoot myself. Thank you, I came up with that all week. This game was made by the wonderful people at Rocksteady. You know, the Batman guys. It feels like years after Arkham Knight came out, and finally, they were making a brand new game. Oh my god, I hope it has like, you know, crazy and detailed single player with a crazy story and all these crazy characters. Oh. I wasn't happy about this. No one was happy about this, especially not Greg over there. Look at him, he's sad. So they delayed the game to a further date because of all the backlash, and you know, they're gonna fix all the problems that we had concerns about, which we know. We appreciate them. Oops, psych, no they didn't. They didn't change a single thing. I think Rockstar believed that we were upset seeing the gameplay, that we were like upset about the graphics or something, and only changed that aspect, or they just lied entirely and didn't change anything at all. This is an online shooter game. with a battle pass and a story stringed alongside it. I commend studios for always trying something different and doing different genres to see if they work out or not. But a looter shooter? I already played Destiny, don't make me go back! The game is pretty much just defend this, defend that, get the loot, look pretty good. Hey, Sharky. The cutscenes really are the best part of the game and what motivates me to finish it. Yes, you do kill the Justice League, and I mean, you kill them, especially this guy, which honestly I commend for because it's a unique idea and actually engaged me in the story. The actual fights with the Justice League, though, aren't so great. The final boss fight is even a joke because it's literally you fighting the same boss fights you've already fought. But here's another kicker. Recently a new update came out and oh boy, apparently all the Justice League members are just clones, and this was just a big waste of time. But thanks Rocksteady, I really appreciate it. I am so disappointed, but I'm so glad I got this for free though. This gets a disappointing and a cemetery for the brand of Rocksteady. Alright, we're getting to the last two, and we're actually going to flip it real quick, and we're going to talk about the bad one first to make the reveal of the best, ultra spicy. So what is the bad one, huh? I don't know, but I hope it's not a featured episode on the Prime show Secret Levels, because that would be really funny if you could not play that game anymore. It's right behind me, isn't
The
it?
possibility space of what Concord will become is super exciting, and we can't wait to start the adventure together soon.
I have never seen a game like this before in my life. And the now lost video of me talking about the worst game of 2023. I put the game the day before for number 1 because a game with so much hype before launch with the very real trailers failed to deliver and shut the game down and their doors in 4 days. That is insane. But Concord is a whole other can of worms. So that's what we're gonna talk about it, baby. So, a new company, Firewalk Studios, wanted to make a game. So they make a game. 7 years goes by, Sony says, hey, I like this game. It reminds me of Star Wars. I'm gonna spend some money to buy you and make the game. And they say, yes, sir. 1 year goes by, and then we see the CGI trailer for a game we never even heard of, called Concord. We all thought this was going to be a new story-based game where you play as outlaws with different abilities. So, you know, kind of a rip-off of Guardians, but hey, not a bad... Oh, wait, scratch that, never mind. It's a 5v5 multiplayer shooter game where you shoot the bad guys and capture the hard point. So, no campaign. Yes, well, I mean, no. Instead, we're going to release these really cool cinematics every week in-game to engage you into the lore and the story. This game comes out for $40. This game, though, is actually not so bad. Go figure, they actually had former people from Bungie, so no shock the game would be pretty good, although generic with the ugliest characters I've ever seen in my life. And I tell you this, no one wanted to buy it because it was $40 to pretty much play Destiny 2 PvP. They end up only selling 25,000 copies, meaning they only got $1 million. So let me hold on, let me do the math real quick. And yeah, so they only needed about $399 million to break even. So yeah, they might be owning the mafia some money real quick. Okay, most of the money is not all Sony's, but this is still $20 million they paid to get this game done, and they pretty much get nothing from it. Anyways, they have no players, no money, so what do? Oh, you know. They shut the game down. So Concord was online for a total of 2 weeks, and they just said, nope, we're good, we'll shut it off. They shut down the company, and Sony is refunding everyone. So they made no money whatsoever. $2 million for nothing. And the thing that sucks is that it wasn't a bad game. Sure, not an amazing game like they wanted, but it was still something that I'm sure was made by passionate people that really cared about it. I believe if they made this free to play for the PlayStation with a battle pass or something, I think it would have had a better shelf life than 2 weeks. That's where the day before it comes in, because yeah, the company pretty much lied and it had no game to show for it, so it shut down in like 2 days. But a big company like Sony spending so much money to get nothing out of it, and having upwards of 2 weeks is such an insane tale that I'll always remember for the rest of my wacky adult life. I give Concord $5 to help out with that big old loan they gotta pay off now.
It's like Halo 2 meets Halo 3.
Oh, that's like Halo 5.
As Concord became a game I've never experienced before in my life, this too is in the same way. This game was made by one guy. Like, this man made the engine himself. He ain't using no stupid Unity. And it was published by my man Donkey over here. His first published game is Animal Well. And this is a good first track record, I gotta say. This is a Metroidvania, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I never beat these type of games unless they're, you know, the actual Metroid game. Animal Well is different though. It's a Metroidvania, yes, but it's mainly a giant puzzle with no instructions, not even a detailed intro. You're just a bee. You get a map, you see 4 flames on the map, and that's it. In typical Metroidvania games, you do get items that help you progress, but you know, help you and pretty much makes you OP by the end of the game. Now, in this game, you get a yo-yo. It doesn't kill anybody, it's just a yo-yo. After a while being like, what the heck is the yo-yo for? Then you start to realize, I can actually hit this button now. And oh, I can actually swing this button to hit this button. And oh, and now I can ride this little guy across the spikes now. It's not a tool to kill enemies with. It's a tool to solve another part of the puzzle. And it's really rewarding for discovering something you found out on your own, because this game really tells you nothing. Even when the game is done, there is still so much more to do, like collecting eggs and more items to help. The atmosphere is so immersive, and the graphics are so gosh darn clean. I get so giddy when I see that smoke. Dang, look at that smoke, it's going crazy. So I don't want to say anymore because I feel like everyone should just experience the game, and I'm gonna give it an S+ max and my game of the year. And that's it. 2024 was a good year and has some pretty good games, really a lot of good indie games. But now 2025 has a crazy lineup, and I cannot wait to try them out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Take care and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.